to me, baby. Alright, stop what you're doing, you feel me? What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Appreciate you tuning in. As always, this is the Dumbest in the Room podcast. As you can tell, it's our first video, you feel me? We made it to video, baby.
Yeah.
No, do what you need to do.
Yeah, we did make it to video for sure. That's a fact. My bad.
No, it's fine. I used your phone to play Humpty Dance because I needed to play Humpty Dance.
My bad. I just had to get it.
I was about to say her name. Well, that sounded weird.
Yeah, but we did go back to video for sure. Not back to video. I'm tripping. We did start video for sure. My fault.
Yeah, no, as always, this is the Dumbest in the Room podcast. You feel me? Appreciate you tuning in. You feel me? Hey, for anybody that don't know, because this might be our first time, I'm Raven, you feel me? AKA, you feel me? You're gonna find out I be saying that a lot. Alongside me, as always, my co-host, my brother, you feel me? AB in the building.
Yeah.
Yay! Aaron Berry.
Yeah.
And yeah, no, it's our very first time going to video. A little nervous, but you feel me? We running with it. I'm gonna put this shit back up. I don't know if you turned the song on. Yeah, you did. We're good. But yeah. So for those who don't even know us, do you want to just tell them even like a little bit about our podcast? Because like you have to think about it. This might be some people not even like knowing.
Well, I mean,
just real quick, like.
Yeah. No. So pretty much we started because.
So like our mission statement,
yeah.
like.
I don't even understand.
So Dumbest in the Room podcast, we say if you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. So we started this podcast. He actually came to me a couple months back about it when a lot of shit was going on, like with George Floyd and just a bunch of just racial injustice and social inequality, all this stuff. So what we wanted to do, but we're also I'm 25, he's 24, like we're young cats, you feel me? So it's like we wanted to combine the two of like really making change and like getting people talking about like serious issues. Like if you listen to our previous episodes, there's an episode where we talked to a conservative and she's really cool. Shout out Mallory, you feel me? If you're listening. And then another one, what did we do? We talked to his dad because his dad grew up in the South. So we just want to have these conversations that Aaron said or people are
pretty reluctant to have, or just they're not really comfortable having discussions about very I don't want to say emotional, but
just heavy stuff.
Yeah, heavy stuff. Because I mean, people just don't want to acknowledge that they're like these problems are actually real.
Yeah.
So yeah, like we just like you said, we just wanted to kind of have people on, but I mean, even if it's just between us, because me and Raven actually have these conversations all the time.
That's facts. Like religion, spirituality.
Yeah. So
like dope shit too. It's not always gonna be about like.
It's not always gonna be some heavy stuff. Like if you've been a follower of the podcast, or what, maybe this is episode 11.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but this is like
right. So I mean, it's probably 50-50. Like we're talking about heavy stuff, but then the next episode it might be some light stuff like sports, things like that. But originally we started because we wanted to bring light to all these social injustices and even learn more. So when we talked to the conservative Mallory, so shout out to Mallory, like Raven already said. Obviously we're more left leaning, but anybody who can give us a different perspective on something and kind of help us see like a different side of something that we may not have saw before because we're more left leaning. I mean, we're always open to learn, but just anything that can help us learn and further better ourselves.
It's really just like we want to see where y'all coming from.
Right, for sure.
And like we would hope that you want to see where we're coming from. Because if I'm screaming Black Lives Matter, you feel me? Shout out that. But then somebody's over here pressed because I'm screaming Black Lives Matter. It's like that's fine. Why? Like let's talk it out. Because Mallory, we don't agree with a shitload of shit she be on, right? Like shout out her. Like I love her. She's dope. But we don't agree with a lot of the stuff she be saying. It's like she be saying. But then we had her on, and like I can honestly, like I don't know about you, but I can honestly say like she's a good friend. Like obviously we've never met her, but she's a good friend. And like going into it, I didn't think that was gonna be the case, Talking about Mallory, I was I consider her a friend, whereas before it's like I was just like she thinks this, that's insane.
Yeah,
like,
Mallory's super cool because like I think it was an episode with my dad. I was kind of saying even before that, just the country's so divided that you just don't even want to talk to somebody with a different like perspective than you. So you just immediately think, oh, they're wrong, they're on some weird shit. But talking to Mallory, because we have completely different perspectives on a lot of things.
And she lives on the other side of the country.
Right. So, but like once you talk to people and have certain conversations, usually I think people really want to like come to the same goal. I think everybody really wants the same goal. Not everybody.
If you're a good person.
Right. But a majority of people, I think,
Someone
want to
that's
see
evil.
I think some people, I mean, a lot of people want to see the same things happen. They just go about it differently. So it's just like you said. It's just we're open to learning. We want to see where you're coming from and everything like that. So
the other thing though too, like I said, bro, we from the Bay. I'm 25. He's 24. We talk. We trying to hold it down for the culture too though. So yeah, we want to make change because that's what it's really about. We want to press those issues. But like if like you said, if you're a follower of us, it's not all about that, bro. We be talking about basketball. You feel me? And that's what we're gonna be talking about tonight, just to keep it chill because it's our first video.
right.
But like we be talking about the you feel me, the culture. We had like a how society affects culture episode. We had the last episode. One of them was like who's the GOAT? MJ, Kobe, LeBron. I still think I don't know. I said Kobe, but him and Justin like didn't fuck with that. But it was a good episode. But yeah, bro, we be talking about all types of shit. So that's what you can expect from us. Only reason we've been saying this is because it's our first video.
Right.
So, feel me, finally made it. Feel me? I don't know why he made it awkward. I would do this, but it's just like the mic was in the way. You feel me?
You could go.
I'm not gonna do it now.
Right.
I just wanted you to do it smooth, but you didn't, and you made it look hella like. I don't fuck with that. Anyways.
But yeah, bro, like I haven't seen you in almost 2 weeks, so.
Yeah, it's been like damn near since the last episode. I just been chilling, bro. I mean, you know what I've been on just because we boys. But like, I finally got a whip. You feel me? It's parked outside right now. It ain't nothing special, but you feel me? All my homies, or if you've seen it on IG, finally got a whip, which is dope because I've been dealing with that. Haven't had a whip in a minute. You feel me? And then it's a caddy. You feel me? I love caddies. My last car was a caddy until I crashed that shit. But yeah, nah. And then the other thing that I was chopping it up with you about and your mom's was I started an IRA, which like I was saying, like I'm just super proud of because if anybody doesn't know, it's basically just like a retirement fund or a retirement portfolio, if you will. And like growing up, like I never was really taught any of that stuff. Like I didn't, you feel me? But now I'm learning like, bro, you gotta have something. You gotta have something like for when we get older, right? So I started that. I didn't even start it with a lot of money either. Like I'm not gonna tell you how much I started with, but it was like less than $1,000, bro. So it's not a lot of money. If you have, I'm sure most of us have that. Just start that shit, bro. Because I highly suggest it. Because what I did was super basic. Because you can choose what you invest in, right? You can do it yourself, or you can have somebody else do it. But I just did like some super basic like shit. It's called like the Lazy 3 Fund Portfolio. And basically, if I'm just super passive with it, just put in like whatever $1,000 a month or $1,000 a year, which is,
I was about to say $1,000 a month.
Yeah, nah, you feel me? $1,000 a year, which is I don't think that's asking too much. You spend $1,000 on alcohol, you spend $1,000 on, you feel me, like whatever, right? So if I just do that, by the time I'm 50, I'm gonna have some money, bro. Like I'm gonna have at least 6 figures, right? Which is like 6 figures is not necessarily a lot of money, but you gotta think about it from a place I'm coming. I would have never thought of that shit anyways. And you should probably already be set up by the time you're that age, but yeah, anyways, I just did that shit over these past 2 weeks, so I was just proud of that. But other than that, you feel me, I'll be on the same shit, bro. You feel me, I gotta fix some shit with the car, right? You feel me?
Yeah.
This is catty, bro.
I mean, you still got
I got what I wanted, you know what I mean? But
yeah, I mean, you still got a car, so.
Yeah, it's like 2 racks.
But
what's up with you though? I'm excited. I seen you, but
I mean, nothing really. It's just
I'm just laughing because
same stuff. So work. Obviously that little. You know about like the other shit.
Yeah.
I'm not about to.
It's good.
Talk about that, but
if you know, you know. Some people know.
But yeah, other than that, bro, like,
I just say it.
Like, yeah, nah. But
Right,
other than that, man, I just been, chilling. You know me.
You want to? I was gonna ask you too if you want to bring up, bruh, that you were talking about again that we give that post to.
Yeah. So anybody because I don't know if everybody saw it, but we posted a picture on our Instagram page of one of my friends. He passed away April 1st, and he was just laid to rest on Monday of this week. So anybody who donated that, because we posted like where you can donate and everything like that. So anybody who donated, it could have been $1, $2, whatever the amount was. Really appreciate that. You helped out his mom, his family a lot, his friends. So appreciate all the support.
We could go ahead and post that again, just real quick, just so. And now that we're doing a video on YouTube, we can even just pop a link in the description or whatever, so you can go check that out. I didn't know him personally, but Pit legend, right?
Yeah, I mean he was.
P-World.
He was one of the better players I've ever played with, for sure. So man. Just so I'll say it again, just appreciate it. If anybody did donate, it doesn't matter what the amount was. I really appreciate the support. So.
Yeah, for sure. And then just going off of that, we always have our notes here. If you ever see me looking down and shit, Aaron's too cool, bro. He doesn't come prepared. Like he just does the episode. Where me, it's like I gotta have like if you see I gotta have the outline and stuff, everything, and all this stuff. But
I don't know, man. Like my bad. I wasn't. He's be getting some crazy.
Anyways, the only reason why I said that is because if y'all see me be looking down and stuff. But going off of what he was saying, it's just I don't know, bro. I mean, I know this shit happens all the time, but it just seems like over the past couple years, it just seems like we be losing a lot of people. You feel me? Whether it's personal, like Aaron's homie, or celebrities, like you see DMX was it a couple weeks ago. You feel me? And then me personally, Shock G, I just found out about last night, and that's why if y'all peeped that intro, you feel me? The Humpy Dance. That's why we chose that. And then other bruh, was it Terrence Clark?
Yeah, from Kentucky.
Yeah, he got. I think it was in a car accident. But yeah, it's just crazy. I just feel like a lot of. And then you see Kobe, Kobe, a couple years ago. It's just crazy. So yeah, I just want to give a shout out to obviously, you feel me, bruh. But then yeah, Shock G was a big one, just because like I said, we be talking about music and stuff, and y'all can't see, but I got the Shock GT underneath the hoodie right now. He was huge for me. I was telling him earlier, a lot of people don't know, Shock G, or they only know him for this, but Shock G, he is a part of Digital Underground, basically pioneers of the Bay. That's one of the big rap groups in the Bay from the town of Oakland, California. But then also, a lot of people might know him because he was the one that put Tupac on. Tupac was in Digital Underground, and then Shock was all right, let's have Tupac have his own verse on the same song that I used to clown around when I came around with the underground, you feel me? But yeah, that one was big for me, bro. It's almost like Kobe, right? You don't know him. You don't know him, but then for some reason it feels weird, right? Which Kobe was, I ain't gonna lie, Kobe was bigger than Shock G for me. But just anybody that know me know I'm a big Pac fan, so it's and then a big Bay fan, you feel me? So I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah, I mean, just these past couple of years, because there's just been a lot of tragedy. So, I mean, for anybody who's lost anybody, family, friends, just anybody who's impacted their life, just prayer goes out to everybody. Because I mean, it's been tough for a lot of people.
It's facts.
So, yeah, man, it's just been a real tough couple of years.
Yeah, that's for sure. And I posted something the other day on my personal account, just talking about just give your people their roses right now. You feel me? So Aaron, that's my brother, bro. I tell him, anytime I can, hey, bro, I love you, bro. You feel me? That's what I tell my people. I'm not weird with it. I tell my people to their face, I love them. I love you, bro. You feel me? So just give y'all people their roses, bro, while they're here. Because as cliche as it sounds, we don't know what the fuck gonna happen tomorrow. So you feel me? So shout out everybody that's lost people. And then yeah, the only other thing that on a happier note was the whole Derek Chauvin verdict, bro. You feel me? Rest in peace to George Floyd, but only took a fucking year. But shit, they finally guilty on all 3 counts. I think 2nd degree murder, 3rd degree murder, and or maybe manslaughter. I don't know. There's 3 accounts, but he was guilty on all of them bitches. Throw that motherfucker away and throw the key away. You feel me? So at least that was a win. But at the end of the day, too, how did you feel about it? Because it was a win.
I mean,
but it's bruh,
my thing is just the fact that there is even, because obviously there has to be deliberation of everything. When you're going through the criminal justice system. I mean, there's not all the time, but that's how it should be. But just the fact that you literally have the video of Brett doing what he's doing, and there were still doubts in a lot of people's minds. Like I don't know if he's gonna get off. Like I wouldn't be surprised. That's just sad to me. So like yes, I'm very happy he's going away for however long he's going away, but it's like finally I guess like I don't know what else.
I feel you.
Because I mean it's just it should be happening every day. Like the whole Dante Ray situation. Like I don't think anything's gonna happen to her. Probably not. So it's just like
that's some bullshit.
It's like somebody gets put away, that's great, but 15 others are gonna get off. So it's just like what the.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. We was gonna have an episode about that, like police brutality and justice system. But today we're gonna keep it light just because it's our first video. But I couldn't agree more with you, bro. I mean, I'm happy, but at the end of the day, it's like, why the fuck am I happy? Dude murdered, bro. Like, yes, he should be in jail.
Right. So
like it shouldn't be a fucking like because people were like,
it shouldn't be right. It shouldn't be like a debate. It shouldn't be. You shouldn't have doubts about like if he's gonna get convicted. Like, but the fact that that's the thing, it's just dumb.
Yeah, it was fucked up.
So.
But I mean, hey, bro, like I said, throw away the key. I mean, throw away the key. So yeah, you want to talk about what we getting into tonight? I can bring it up because it's kind of like.
Yes.
So yeah, with it being our first video and everything, like we're still new at this, so let us know too, like the fuck y'all think, because it's like you feel me, like we don't.
Yeah, man. Because I mean, we were gonna do it like regardless, but it seemed like because we're big on like asking people like what they think, like how they feel about the episodes and just everything like that. And a majority, I would say 90% of people that we asked was just like, yeah, bro, like I fuck with what y'all doing, like it's cool, but I can't really watch like an hour 30 or 2 hour episode.
Listen.
I need like video. And that's just kind of what it was. So it's kind of like, all right, well, we're gonna try to give y'all what y'all want. So like, give us the feedback for sure, but just understand like this is our first video. So like, if you're expecting it to look like ESPN, like I don't think that's gonna like really be what it is right now.
It's probably going. No, you feel me? I was gonna say it's gonna look closer to Paul Pierce's IG live.
Yeah, that was wild. Like,
I was wild, but you feel me?
Stupid,
I feel it though. You feel me? Like that's some shit like motherfuckers just be doing. But yeah,
don't feel that shit. I mean, I just think it's dumb because like you know the situation you're in, bro. First of all, they probably didn't like you in the first place to begin with because you be saying dumb shit.
Yeah, nobody fuck with people.
So it's like, what did you think was gonna happen? But I don't know, people just don't.
But yeah, like you said, bro, we just starting out, so just let us know. You feel me? What it is? Like, hey, bro, Raven, you look dumb as shit on camera.
Right.
Hey, shit's sideways. Hey, I didn't hear any of the shit y'all said.
Yeah. If you don't like it,
hey, what's that white boy's number? It's fucking cute.
Yeah, if you don't like any of it, it's just
what?
Let us know.
I don't know.
That
was weird. Yeah, nah. So basically, what we're gonna be talking about tonight, though, just on some real chill shit. The other day, I was watching Netflix. You feel me? Great platform, whatever you want to call that shit. And like, I don't know if y'all know Last Chance U, but like I seen that shit, and I know they be popping like they had like the football one, which everybody fucked with, but like I'm gonna keep it a buck. Like I just don't be watching football like that. Like, you feel me? We basketball fans, yeah.
I mean, I'm a football fan, but I just didn't play it, so I can't really. I just don't.
I might watch the shit, but anyways, I was like, yeah, I don't know, bro. Like it's cool. But then I guess they came out with a basketball one, and like the whole premise of Last Chance U was like it's a documentary following around these kids in college, like junior colleges, community colleges, all this shit. So I was like, I'll watch it, and I just hella fucked with it, bro. Like it's hella interesting, bro, to see like the ins and outs of it, cause it's based in East LA, you feel me? And it's just like kids our age and shit, and it had me thinking, cause like anybody who knows Aaron, like Aaron has his own hoop career, his own hoop story. So I was like, damn, bro, it's kind of many, cause Aaron's been to JUCO, Aaron's been through this shit. So I started like texting him. I was like, hey, bro, like what's up with this? Like this shit true? And like boom, 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 like what's up? Like did y'all go through this shit? And then he hit me back, and then we was like, hey, bro, we might as well just do an episode on that shit, especially if it was our first video one, because it's just chill. But yeah, if anybody has seen that shit, it's pretty dope. I want you to watch it. I just don't know if you'd like it, because it's like going through the shit, it's like, you know how that is. It's like it might be not something you even like.
Like just seeing like different, because I mean.
It's like when you do something so much, it's like it might not, like to me it's dope, right? Because I never went through that shit. Or like even like this is something funny, like with like girls and shit. Remember how like you know how I'm always like, man, like I'm trying to find a girl that's like a little hooper, you feel me, or like they can hoop, and you're always like, I don't want a girl that hoops. Because you hoop.
It's just too, like, if I find a girl that hoop, bro, it's like, it's cool, but it's just like, that's just too much, bro. Like, I'm not trying to talk about basketball. Like, I'm not trying to go on a date to hoop. Like, obviously, everybody's different. Like, it's not strictly gonna be that. But, like, I really don't enjoy talking about basketball 24/7.
Hey, but if you a girl out there that hoops, you can still get with him, bro.
I just don't.
Love is.
I don't like talking about basketball 24/7. Or if I like.
You don't gotta talk, but I'm saying I would love to be with a bitch where I can just go shoot hoops. Like, that's dope.
Let's see, that's what I'm not trying to do that.
Like, shoot hoops and talk.
I'm not trying to do that.
Love and Basketball is my favorite movie, bro. But yeah, that's why, basically. So like, what we're gonna be talking about tonight is kind of like Aaron's hoop story and like the ins and outs of like a junior college experience, versus university experience, and more so too, just like the hooper's experience, the hooper story, like coming from him, and some like misconceptions about it and stuff like that. But yeah, like I said, I think you should watch it though, bro. You should watch the shit. So do you want to just tell him maybe like a little bit about? I ain't gonna lie, this is our first video, so don't, like I said, I need to plug in the charger. So
that's just something you didn't have to say though.
I'm not just gonna walk over there, Aaron, and they're just gonna see some shit.
No, they wouldn't, because you go from this way. The camera, you wouldn't. Bro.
Okay, well,
that's fine. But yeah, go do it though. Shit, just hoping now.
So you want to just tell him?
No, I'm gonna wait till you get
back.
I'm gonna wait till you get. I'm gonna drink my water. I'm gonna wait till you get back. You see how small this joint is, bro? My bad, y'all. It's still going on?
The red bar?
Yeah.
Yeah, the red bar. Aaron's dumbass didn't. Yeah.
I don't got space, dog.
Yeah, no. So like, we definitely recorded about 15 minutes of this episode.
Yeah, we damn near would already be almost an hour in, bro.
And then we just looked up, and Aaron was like, bro,
the
little red bar ain't
there.
Like, he said, bro, the little red bar not there no more, bro.
Yeah, what was you asking?
I was just saying, so tonight's episode we just talking about, you feel me, all this shit I was talking about. So like junior colleges, universities, Aaron's hoop story. Just in a nutshell, or take as long as you want, don't really matter, but just tell the people like yo hoop story. You feel me? Because it's like it's so much more complicated than motherfuckers think. Where it's like you play in high school, you go to college, and then maybe you make the league. It's like, nah, bro. Like the shit that he went through, it's like I was like, damn, bro, that shit is not, like that shit is like that shit don't sound fun. Like so like he had to go here, and then here, but not there though. It's like, the fuck? I mean, at least high school, but I feel like it could go back further than that, right? Because you got AAU. A lot of shit.
When I started playing when I was maybe like 6. Yeah, like 6. So I mean, yeah, when I was a kid, I was really just like, it was just like athletic, so I was just a better athlete than most. Got to middle school. Same shit. That's when I met you.
Yeah, you've always been like dummy athletic.
Yeah. Went to high school. Played freshman.
So in middle school though, you only was playing on the middle school team?
Oh yeah, no. My bad. See.
That's why I got figured.
Nah. So middle school, went to Adams. I started playing AAU in 7th grade. With my like local team or whatever. That's when I met my homie that just passed, DJ.
Oh yeah.
So I started playing 7th grade. 8th grade we started. So like I think end of 7th grade and then start of 8th grade we just started playing against like nothing but like varsity competition. So I was what? How old was you in 7th grade?
I don't know, bro. I'd be terrible at this shit, but like shit.
I'll
you think about we graduated high school in 2014, so 2010, so motherfucking like.
I wasn't a teenager yet.
2007. I was probably like 12.
Yeah, because I graduated at 17, so I was a year younger than you.
Yeah, I was probably like 13, 12.
7th grade, I was 11, turning 12.
Playing against fucking.
Yeah, so we used to play against like varsity dudes. So
like varsity seniors.
Just varsity, yeah. So junior, like if you were sophomore,
oh, yeah,
junior, senior.
As in a 12-year-old?
11, 12-year-olds, yeah. we was getting work though, so it was just like.
That's insane though. You guys must have been dumbass good.
I mean, we were.
Because how is an 11-year-old gonna be playing against a fucking?
Because I mean, they moved us up because it was like we was just like when we played our age group, it was just like it was fun, but like we was just beating everybody. So our coach was like, and shout out to my coach, but my coach was just like, all right, well, pretty much to get us ready for like high school and stuff. It's just like you might as well play against like the best like kind of competition. So we started moving up to like varsity and stuff like that, just getting fucking work because we was kids, like we was little kids.
It's good though, right?
So that was 7th, 8th grade, and then I went to Heritage. Everybody went their different ways. So some people went to Heritage, some people went to Freedom, some people went to Pitt, Liberty. Nobody went to Antioch.
Shout out to Yak.
And then I played my freshman year, moved up to varsity. My sophomore year, started the first couple games, and he just benched me. And then after that, I started playing.
Was you ass, bruh? Why did he start you and then bench you, bruh?
My sophomore year.
Sounds like he was ass.
Nah, I just had a real bad attitude. Me and him, we just weren't really vibing. I was playing good though. I was up to like 14.
Right, that's good.
Yeah, and then I started playing. I still play AAU with like Select, but then I like went to a different team too. So I was playing like with a couple.
What is Select, bro? Is that just like the Bay Area AAU team?
Nah,
I feel like I've heard that shit hella times.
There's a lot of like
what about the Soldiers?
Yeah, there's like Soldiers, Rebels. There's a lot of different teams. I can't name them all because there's like a lot of like.
But isn't Select like low key known in the Bay or some shit? And I know the Soldiers is too.
I don't know now because I mean I haven't done that shit in a minute, but.
Like where are they based out of?
Like just this area, so it's like Brentwood, Oakley, Antioch, Pitt. It's just dudes from all over.
Oh, okay.
It's really just like
I don't be knowing shit about any
area. So yeah,
I was more of a CYO kind of cat.
I don't think I ever played CYO. That shit was weak as fuck.
It was, and I feel like that's what you play when you're a kid. Church youth organization. We was practicing at the Bible, bro. Agape. Shout out Willis.
But,
oh, for sure. The jerseys were like shirts and shit. The fuck?
Yeah, I mean, you gotta get it how you get it though.
Yeah, back to your story.
So yeah, then junior, senior year, just played that whole year or whatever. And like I said, I was just really an athlete, so I didn't really have the skill set or whatever. Graduated, I talked to like some schools or whatever, but I just wasn't really good enough to, in my opinion, to go to like an actual 4-year and like really get PT like that.
Okay.
So me and like a bunch of my homies from that I play AAU with, we just kind of like talked because they was trying to go Jucos or whatever. We were trying to go to the same school, so we just decided to go to Meriden, Oakland, and that's when that started.
Shout out to town. That's like dope ass competition, right? Like that's what you said you really started getting. Cause like in high school, was you having competition like that? Like Heritage, we went.
I mean, BVAL, like, I mean AAU and like high school, like regular high school. I had like a lot of competition, but like I didn't really have. Cause I used to work out and stuff in high school for sure, but I didn't really start going crazy like with like the work, like the mandatory work that you had to put in, like the required work, until I went to Meriden.
Oh, okay. But like even just like I'm just saying competition wise though too.
Yeah.
Like was there some like
Yeah, we had bruh that went to DV, went to Kentucky, Marcus Lee.
Oh yeah.
Kendall Smith went to UNLV.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I mean there was a bunch of D1 hoopers, but it was just we had a lot of D1 hoopers too. Like every school had a D1 hooper besides Antioch. But then Antioch had Najee Harris, right? He about to get drafted?
Yeah.
They had Najee. Everybody had athletes. Like Freedom had Joe Mixon.
I was gonna say Joe, bro.
Yeah. DV, Marcus Lee, Kendall Smith. We had Sean Briggs. It was just everybody had like somebody who was about to be somebody.
So you at a high school though, you didn't get no offers and shit?
Nah.
So it was that was when it was like, all right, bro, like what I gotta. I mean, you're in Brentwood, California too. But like, it was like, all right, bro, like that's when I'm like, let me see what's up with this JUCO shit, cause I don't know shit really about hoop like that. At least when it comes to that shit. But like, it seems like JUCO's a good ass option.
Yeah, I mean,
like increasingly now too.
Yeah, I mean, people just kind of frown upon it because it's just like, oh, if you're not going straight to like a 4-year, you probably suck or whatever. But
so yeah, go. You continue your story down there too. Like after high school, you go to Lake Merritt. Shout out.
Yeah. So I went to Merritt in Oakland. It was me, Rodney Donovan, who else on me? DJ, and it was us 4, and then because I graduated like super young. I was like just turning 17 damn near.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a quarter in my like 17-year-old year.
Right. 17 and 3/4.
Yeah, something like that.
17 and a quarter.
17 and a quarter. So I was still young. And when we got there, so I was 17, Rodney, Donovan, DJ, that was like 18, whatever year older than me. Everybody else was like 24, 25.
That's what you be seeing on the doc. That's why it's interesting to me, because on the doc you got these grown ass motherfuckers, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about like these boys been to jail.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the crazy part too, because like I remember one practice, bro. I don't want to say his name, but it was our point guard. Like he was cold, like real good point guard. There was one practice, like our coach was sitting us down like before we started. He was like, "Yeah, we about to do this, and that today." And then there was a knock on like the gym door, and everybody's like, "What's up? Like, what's going on?" Whatever. And then our coach was like, "Hold on," like, and he just went to go open the door. 3 police officers came in, and they were like, "We were here for so and so." Put them out of practice.
Boy, I don't even like. I was gonna make a joke, but it's like I don't even know what it was.
No, I know.
You don't know
I know
what
what happened. I know why.
I'm saying, yeah. I mean, I don't, but I'm just like, it could be anything, bro. It could be like, dude just had the stick, dude had priors, like, dude had anything.
They pulled him out, and then coach came back and was like, "All right, so we're gonna do this and this." And then.
But is that the last time y'all seen, bro?
Nah, like he came back. Like it wasn't like no, like he about to go to prison or anything. But
yeah.
Take him out or whatever, and then we just kept running practice.
So what was like the average age of like
of
dudes
that
there?
team?
Yeah.
The oldest was 30.
And you 17, bro. Like
17.
that's like you playing against. I mean.
That's what 13 years. Yeah, 13 years.
Yeah.
So I'll probably say maybe 23, something like that.
It's crazy though, cause I'm 25 and 24. Like,
yeah.
you know, we just.
That was a while ago. I did that a while ago.
That's what I'm saying. We just getting to that point of like we grown now, right? But it's like you 17, bro. Like I'm thinking when I'm 17, like I'm. Yeah, it's a 30-year-old.
I got there, man, and it was just like everything was so structured. Like me and the coach, like I didn't really like how he, like just what he was on, but like the assistants and just the program itself, like how the workouts were scheduled, like everything was just structured, and I've never really had that because high school it was just kind of like it was just high school, and I didn't go to like no Finlay prep or whatever, but.
So one thing that you said. Or that I asked really was about like the weightlifting, was because like I never understood that too. Like even from an NBA level, like I never like when do you guys lift? Like I never understood. Like, do you lift before games? Do you lift after games? Do you lift on days where you just don't play at all? But I never knew. But
me personally, bro, like I don't like lifting at all. But when I was there,
he always says that. He's like, would you say? Aaron be like, yeah, no, I don't lift, bro. Why? Them shit's just heavy.
That's what I'm saying. It's just as heavy as hell. So like, what the fuck is that? But so when I was there, it was like 6:30 every morning. We had to go in and like to the weight room. Or for me, it was me and my roommate. We had to go in 6:30 every morning. And our strength and conditioning coach, which is one of our trainers, his name was Coach Compton. So he'd have us in there for like 45 minutes to an hour, just doing some like just many shit, just some crazy shit that I've never like done before. After that,
like what?
I don't even.
Just like weird shit, or just like intense.
I don't even know how to explain. Cause I mean, cause I got like another little story, but he trains pros. Like he trained Dame, cause Dame, like he's big in Oakland. Like people know who bro is.
Coach Compton.
Yeah. So he was just doing like. Yeah. Like we did like a lot of plyos, just.
I feel it.
Just a lot of this.
But it was just structure, right?
Yeah.
None of that in high school. And then you say even when you're your university, once you transferred.
Yeah.
Because that's the goal, right, of the Juco, right? Is to transfer to a 4-year.
Right.
Right?
Yeah, so I mean, when I got to my university, it wasn't really even like that. But yeah, so we would lift, me and my roommate, Andre, we'd lift 6:30 to say 7:30. We'd have to go eat, then we'd have to go back in. Because our classes were like later in the morning, so like maybe 10, 11. We would have to go back in for our first like workout, like skill development stuff, so shooting the ball, handling all that little stuff. Go to class, eat, probably have practice because we were gray shirt, and so we didn't have like crazy amount of classes. Back to practice or whatever. have another workout after that, go eat again, and then probably come back to the gym, like a little later that night, and then get back at it again.
So what did you do though? Like, so you do JUCO or whatever, right? Like I said, you're trying to get to the next level. You're trying to get to that 4-year. So then, like, I don't know if you want to say like your university experience or whatever, but just like, didn't you tell me though? It's like the JUCO is where you actually like busted your ass. Like, I'm not saying you didn't bust your ass in university, but like, didn't you say that like the competition level was so much harder at the JUCO level than it was at the university?
Yeah, I mean, you're playing against guys like, I mean, obviously factors in like the school I transferred to just wasn't that sick.
Like, okay, so you went to Simpson and Reading.
Right.
If you went to Sonoma though, because you were gonna.
I still think it was gonna be. I still don't think it would have been that like hard or whatever.
Because I mean, you still would have been that guy.
Because like where I was at though, because like I said, like you have to like fight for everything you have, really. Because it's like when I went there, like I wasn't promised anything. Like you're not being promised anything. Essentially, it's like you can come here, but like nobody's about to.
Well, you got a scholarship too to play at Simpson, right?
Yeah.
You don't get a scholarship to JUCOs.
Right. So you just, I mean, some JUCOs you go to, obviously if the coach like really fucks with you or whatever, like you're pretty much guaranteed some shit. But the school I was going to was like one of the better ones in the state. So like I could have, like I told you, I could have went to like a DVC or LMC or just some other like smaller shit, and probably would have been one of the dudes. But I just didn't want to do that because it's
Tell
like,
them why you didn't want to do that. I
mean,
thought that shit was dope as fuck, bro. It's that Mamba mentality my boy has, bro.
My thing is like if I would have went to like a smaller JUCO or whatever, and I would have transferred out in like a year or two, whatever the case may be. Once I got to that like bigger level, I probably could have still played well. But like once I got to like the pro level or like like my aspirations for playing pro or whatever, once I got to that level, I probably wouldn't have stood out that much because I didn't really have to. I was pretty much just given like a lot of shit. So I looked at it as, okay, if I go here, he's pretty much telling me like, yo, like you can come here or whatever, but you're probably not gonna play. And I didn't, I graced but I had to work out with guys who were gonna go D1 after that year, guys who were gonna be overseas basketball players in a couple years. So it's like, if I'm playing with that every day, going against that every day at 17, okay, imagine when I get to 2021, and when I got to 2021, and that's when I transferred, nobody was fucking with me. So like that's kind of where I was at, because like if I would have went to just LMC or DVC, once I got to 2021, it's like yeah, I probably would have been cool, but like it wouldn't have been so much of, you know what I'm saying? Like I wouldn't have been dominating like I was.
Yeah, no, that's just dope. When you told me that shit, I was like, man, that's raw, because you think about it, like you could go to a fucking like I said, like Las Medanos or whatever, Las Positas, and like kill shit, but it's like that. You were like, nah, bro, that's not gonna do me any good. Like, I need to be the one that's not the best, so I can actually be. And it's like
yeah, no, I used to get practices, bro. I used to get my ass like.
And you didn't even play, bro. But then, so I'm saying, it comes full circle. He goes to Simpson, and he's that dude. Like, no, and ain't nobody's fucking with Aaron. Like, I know you got some other teammates on the team that are basically at the same level as you, just as dope, right? But yeah, bro. So I think that's like hella dope. It's like you did not take the easy route. Like you.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like
you took that fucking hard route.
Like I said, it's just like.
Which is hella dope.
Yeah, a lot of people just kind of like. For me, it's just kind of like, all right, man. Like.
So the other thing I had, other question though, because this always like goes back to or stems from, I want to say, is Last Chance U, the documentary I'm watching. The shit I'm watching right now, I'm only on episode like 5 or whatever, but it's like they be like saying how like, yeah, they're boys or whatever on the team, but it's also like, bro, we all hungry, like we all trying to get a scholarship, right? So yeah, you my boy, I fucks with you, but it's like, bro, like I need my PT, like I need my shine, I need this, like you feel me? So I know you didn't play, but is that how it is, bro? Like motherfuckers is just hungry.
If I was like friends, you know.
That too, but I'm just saying, like, is that how it is at JUCOs, where it's like?
I mean, yeah, you want to stand out, like it's.
Like everybody just trying to get theirs.
Right, because I mean, it's a team sport, like for sure. But like you said, like everybody's fighting for their little offers. So I mean, you want to win, but then it's like, all right, bro, I need to stand out enough to get noticed.
Yeah.
So I mean, me, like, you just know how I be playing. Like Like once I hit the court, like I'm not friends with. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Like I don't.
Yeah.
So me, it was never hard because I've always been like that. Like
That's facts.
I'm
and like the way you play, you're just a scorer. So like you're gonna get the ball's gonna like you're gonna be the ball's gonna be in your
right.
hand.
So I'm not. I was never worried about like oh shit like they don't like me. First of all, I went in there like nobody knew me, anyways. Besides the 3 dudes I went up there with. So I had the intent like I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna just.
They was on the same team.
What you mean?
3 dudes you went up there with.
Like in high school?
Yeah.
Nah, one of them, 2 of them went to Freedom, and the other one went to Pitt.
I'm just saying but you said 2 or 3 of the dudes went up there with you to the town.
Yeah.
Like they went to Lake Merritt.
Yeah.
Like on the team.
Yeah.
And what did they grade shirt also?
Nah, they played.
Oh, okay, for sure.
But yeah. So for me, it's never really been. It was never hard because it was just like I don't make friends on the court anyway. So I wasn't.
I just thought it was.
But yeah, no, like a lot of people like there's like seen like a lot of fights, just all that shit. Because I mean, it gets.
Seen dude.
Yeah.
Police come up. Yeah, nah, bro. We need him, bro. You know what I mean? That shit's
Yeah, I
crazy.
mean, for me, it's just kind of like I'm not gonna say it was funny, but then it's just like.
So, one of the other things I wrote down was that the meal plan shit, because we've had episodes in the past where we talk about should college athletes get paid. Not talking about JUCO athletes, just college athletes in like the university level, right? We always say, yeah, hell yeah, they should. One of our reasons we say is because the food, motherfuckers go to bed hungry, right? Shabazz and Napier.
Right.
So on the Last Chance U doc, they're like, yeah, bro, JUCOs, like they don't have meal plans. Like they don't have meal plans at a junior college.
You just gotta buy that shit.
Right, so it's like I was gonna ask if that shit's true because I understand that the university is a little different, but it's like still the same thing. Like how was you eating? Like how was you?
I mean, like I said, like there's different like JUCOs. There's like national JUCOs. There's some like super good JUCOs.
Right.
So I don't know the case for them, but the ones I went to, like nah, you just gotta
figure it out.
pretty much. I mean, because like you said, I think.
But it almost seems like it's more an intensive schedule at a JUCO. So I feel like it'd be damn near harder to fucking eat or work to try to get money.
Depending on like how much you want, like how bad you want it.
But you said that at the University of Simpson, lifting was optional, right?
Because I know I wasn't doing it. I gotta think about it.
You just don't like lifting, man. You're hella funny. Me and him will work out. We said he was gonna work out after this episode. It's just always cardio.
It was optional.
This guy doesn't like lifting weights.
Because it's just like, dog, like
I'm
I'm not like big. Like,
you're strong.
I'm not big, but like, because like I have a cool core, and then the lower body is really what gets it though. You know what I'm saying?
I do know.
So unless somebody's really,
I'm not gonna talk about your thighs, but like your thighs are.
so if somebody was like, hey Aaron,
your
like
thighs are big.
you gotta, if somebody's like, all right, Aaron, you gotta box somebody and like you really gotta box somebody next year. Yeah, I would start lifting weights, try to get a little like upper body strength. But I feel like I'm never gonna be in that position. So my thing is, if I never play basketball again, I'm gonna keep my like endurance up. I'm gonna keep my cardio straight. I'm gonna stay in shape. But why do I need to be lifting on a consistent basis to do some regular ass shit? You know what I'm saying?
I think you're just naturally strong.
Okay,
because
that's
like you look at your arms, right? Like
I've
they're
cool
like as big
genetics.
as my arms.
Right, I have cool genetics.
And I be working out like.
What I don't understand though, and I guess like people just like to be big, that's cool. But like me personally, I would never just be lifting to get super hub just to go pick my fucking kids up from school. Like if that's all you're doing and you just gotta look like John Cena, I don't understand it.
I mean, how much do you weigh?
Right now, 205.
Oh nah, see, you're smooth as fuck. That's smooth, cause me and you are the same height, right? I'm always saying like I want to about right. I'm like 6'1".
Yeah. Okay.
So like I'm always saying like, bro, if I can get to like 200, like a smooth 200, bro. That's crazy that you're 200 though, because you don't look 200, right? Like me and you low key look similar. With our shirts off, we probably don't look similar. Nah, I'm cool though. Like I said, bro, catch me in a wife beater though, I'm like, alright, you know. But 200 is cool. I weigh like 170. I have trouble gaining weight though too. I weigh like 170, 175 on a good day. But if I could get to like 200, bro, like a smooth 200, I don't know, like I already be drinking a lot. It's 200 pounds. Like
yeah, nah, me, it's just like I just.
Yeah, you don't need to get bigger. I mean, would you,
would
you call it hub?
Yeah. But like, nah,
to pick your kids up?
What I mean, because I be seeing that, dog. Like,
I mean, you can. They're just in shape, bro. It's
no,
fine.
I get that, but like, there's a certain there's there's levels. It's like, all right, bro, like you lift, like I see you lift, that's cool, like that's fine. I don't want problems with you because I know you're probably you doing the damn.
He probably can't fight though. Motherfuckers can't fight.
But still, if you grapple me, bro, like I can't get out of that. My bad. But there's certain things that's like if you pull up and your shit is just on some bodybuilder shit.
Yeah.
And if I come to you and I ask you, hey, bro, what's up? You're like, yeah, bro, just got off from my 9 to 5 at Safeway, about to pick up my 2 twins. Why the fuck are you that big? If that's your daily.
When people are big for no reason, it is when it's like uncomfortably big.
That's what concerns. Yes, like
when it's like you walk into the room and you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I should not notice your strength as soon as I walk.
Like that shirt is like, fuck.
Right, like I don't like that. Like if you're just gonna lift because that's what you're on, that's cool. Like cool, but like if you're lifting and you look like you should be competing in events, that's when I'm like,
hey,
for
man,
what?
I hear you though.
Right, but
I'm trying to be as. But you're right though, because I love working out, but it's like
you don't do an OD to where you're trying to get bodybuilder.
And I drink alcohol. I do what I want to do. You feel me? Like if you was serious about it, you're not doing these things. You're fucking like you're like weighing out your chicken. Could never be me, right?
But I mean, so I would.
Hey, isn't one of your family members a bodybuilder, bro?
Yeah, man.
That shit is so dope. I hella want to have her on the podcast.
Right, but she actually like does things, like she competes in things, which I understand.
Exactly.
But like if you're, like I said, if you're just like, yeah, bro, I'm just about to pick up Stephanie and Tanner today, and I'm like, all right, that's cool, bro. Like, I get it. Those are your kids. What else you got going on? It's like, man, nothing, bro. I'm just about to make this soup when I get home and watch the Laker game.
Just
like, big as shit.
Just
if that's your consistent, like if you have no plans, if I don't get like but next month I got this event going on, then it's kind of like
they always got dummy good posture too. Just
man,
like, yeah, that's funny, bro.
I couldn't do it. I mean, if that's what you want, man. It's just kind of weird to me because it's like I can't.
So optional lifting at the university, yeah. It's funny.
I would do it. I wouldn't say I wouldn't lift, but I wasn't. Was I lifting every day? No. Cause my thing, like when my coach had like a problem with me, he would always say like I never see you putting in like work, which really pissed me off. Because it's like,
are you talking about the university or the Juco?
Oh, Juco, you can never say that about me.
Right, because that's like what you went there for, basically, to put in work.
Plus, like it was mandatory lifting and all that shit.
Yeah.
I didn't live on the campus or whatever. When I got to my university, like he used to say like, yeah, Aaron, like I don't see you in the gym, I don't see you doing any of this shit. And like keep in mind, like every summer, like I was working out every day, I was getting my cardio, I was lifting low key, skill work, doing all that, like putting hours in
for sure.
Every day. But yeah, like I don't know. So
you were saying that your coach would always be like, you don't put in work.
Yeah, so I mean,
but I mean, for those who don't know, you feel me? Like he was like the best on the team, right?
Well, I mean, it's
or
just
like right there.
Because I've never been one of those dudes that's like, you know how like people really post their workouts OD, like post like.
I be doing that.
Yeah. See, I've never been that.
If y'all follow me on IG, y'all know what's up, bro. I be getting them fucking angles, huh? Yeah.
I've never been that.
With the music in the background, bro.
Right. Like that's cool. Like if that's what you're on.
It just makes me happy, bro.
I'm not saying there's a problem with that. I'm just saying because like our coach was like he was big on social media, like recruiting guys and stuff like that.
Mm.
So he would like look for stuff like that. When I was in the gym, like me and Justin, because Justin was the guy like I used to work out with.
Shout out Justin Jaybird.
It was usually 9:30, maybe 10. So it was late when nobody else was there. That's when I got my shit in.
Yeah.
Plus this summer, every day before, like I put in work every day. Where a lot of guys are like, oh, it's summer, I'm about to go cat off, about to do some like weird shit. I wasn't doing that. I wasn't going to parties. I wasn't doing none of that.
I feel like, I think Dame made a joke about it a couple years back when he posted on the gram. Like he was like, just because I don't be posting like my workout shits, bro. Like y'all don't know what the fuck I be doing. Like
that's what I'm saying.
Like,
so it's just like.
And then he posted a workout video of his, and it was like a parody. You feel me? And it was like funny as shit.
I think it's funny too. Because I mean, like if that's what you're on, that's fine. But don't question like, oh, I don't see you doing none of this shit. Like you must not be doing nothing. It's like.
I don't know what the fuck I be doing. I was at your mama's house last night.
My thing is like, why do I need to let you in on like what I'm doing? Like I don't want to give, because my thing is like I just don't want like giving people steps up like that. So if you really see what I'm on, like I don't just don't have to
No, I mean,
that game, dog.
I feel you. That's always a good mentality in life. And I mean, I just be excited sometimes.
Yeah, like
So
I'm
I
not
do
saying
certain
it's a bad
shit.
thing.
But even with like cars and like money and shit, it's like, bro, just don't tell them, bro, and then just pull up on them with it.
Yeah, like I said, it's not a bad thing, but
Just
just don't question like, oh, are you doing shit? Because I don't see it on social media. Just grow the fuck up, Todd. You don't have to. You see what I'm doing on the court. Like you're welcome. Like you're winning games.
Todd's his coach.
Yeah.
You need to watch, bro. You need to watch Last Chance U, because their coach is like they be on the same shit where they're like they fuck with him tough, but then they also they're like, bro, like this, you feel me?
Weird.
And like even this last episode, they did like this is a question I had for you. Like I don't know if you guys ever did like team bonding shit at like Jucos or your university, but they did a fucking like this last episode. They went to the fucking like the woods and like did some camping shit. And bro, when I tell you, like, you need to just, if you don't even watch the shit, just watch that episode, because it'll make you happy. Like, it's funny as fuck. Like, at the end of the thing, like they're like chilling, and like they have like little activities for them to do, and like they discuss like, oh, like who's the best in the league right now, like NBA, who's fucking the best rapper, and then like at the very end they're like, all right, like so you guys are in your groups, and then they're like, each one of the groups has to do a skit and like imitate Coach Mosley. So
I would have fucked Todd up.
Yeah, you feel me? So I literally instantly thought of you. I was like, bro, like if y'all could imitate like Todd, like Coach Todd, like that shit, I feel like y'all probably would have just been like the whole team just rolling, right? Because everybody knows it's spot on. Like,
yeah, but I would have. I mean, everybody. There would have been a couple guys who just wouldn't do it, because like some people was really like, yeah, Todd's the guy, and it's just. So I mean, like some people would defend him or whatever, but.
You would have went Yankee with it.
I would have been honest. I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have been honest.
Yeah.
If he wasn't on some weird shit, I'd be like, yeah, but I don't got shit to say. But it's cool. He's not cool though.
Yeah, you need to watch that shit. It's really funny, bro. But yeah, I guess like my question was, like I said, did y'all have to do any fucking bonding shit?
Juco, I wouldn't say it was like too much team bonding. Like it wasn't something like coach like put together. It was just like dudes was just around each other. I think there was one time when I was at Simpson, he tried to make us do some weird shit, and I just didn't go.
Simpson was a Christian school too, right?
Yeah. Keep in mind, like I am a Christian as well, but like
No, I know.
I just.
I always thought that was interesting. Like I'm sure it's not as weird as it sounds, because I'm not.
I'm not school.
Yeah, I'm saying like I'm not Christian or I'm not religious, right? As you know, like I'm spiritual, right? But like every time I think of a Christian school, I'm always like, I don't like that. Like I'm always like, why? Like why y'all need to be like separated like that? Like you feel me? Like, but I mean at the end of the day too, it's like I get it that's why you have like all girls schools, all boys schools. Maybe even HBCUs. Like I get it.
I don't have a problem with Christian schools. I have a problem when it's like I said, like if you're. It's just super judgy, bro. So yeah, I think there was one time, bro. He was like, yeah, like let's do it. Oh, I think it was there was two. I went to one. One of them was bowling. I just didn't really communicate with dudes there unless they were in my little circle. So
I fuck with bowling.
Yeah,
we should go bowling.
I'm not really a fan of it like that. I can do it.
Mini golf.
Yeah.
Oh, you like mini golf?
Yeah, I fuck with mini golf too.
Sure. It was weird how you got up for mini golf.
Yeah. I mean, that's some good time.
I like bowling. I like both though too, bro. I like a lot of shit.
But yeah, there was one I went to bowling, and I think there was another one, and I just didn't go. And he talked to me about it. He asked me why I didn't go.
Fucking Todd. I need to meet Todd.
And I was just like, Todd. Just didn't want to go.
That's so funny. I need to I need to see the dude. Like, and it's just funny because I feel like you were so like. Bro, like, what are you gonna do? Like, what are you gonna do, Todd? Like,
no, like it was at the point where it's like, all right, bro, like, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie to him. You know what I'm saying? This is like, all right, Todd, like, if you don't like how I'm like handling business, like, yes, let me know, and like, give me a good reason as to why like what I'm doing is not the way to go about it, and then I'll switch, but I just have yet to hear a good reason.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I just didn't go to that last one or whatever. And yeah,
That shit's so funny. Going back to it's been like an hour, but we still got, you feel me? Some shit. Going back to the Jucos, like I talked to you about this last night, but like do you think Juco athletes should be getting paid?
no.
Why? So like, what's the difference between a Juco and a university then? Because me and you obviously advocated for
Jucos don't have like crazy money like that. Jucos ain't getting like I don't really see people going to Jucos like Juco games.
Just revenue.
Yeah.
Okay, but Simpson like.
What?
They like you didn't like you still think that like you should get paid for playing at Simpson? Because you and Justin, or whatever, you and B Moss, all the people there, it's on the team, said you was bringing in dummy money for the school. So like that was one of our points we made, right?
I think it's just if it's a 4-year, yeah. But if you're going like Jucos, no.
Okay. I feel that. I mean, I agree. I don't think because JUCO, it's like, bro, like that's different.
Like JUCOs are tough. Like I'll vouch for JUCOs every day of the week, but I don't think players should be getting paid.
Would you think it's like, you think it's beneficial? Like, would you suggest going to a JUCO?
If you're ready, because some people aren't ready. Like some people may have like, I know some people who like had offers and stuff like that and still went JUCO because it just wasn't. It's either you want to get more looks because you didn't feel like you had enough, or you're just not like ready to like do it. Because I mean, once you get, depending on the level you go, like university, like obviously you're playing against some like real dudes. So like some people might take a year, like, all right, bro, like let me go to JUCO, like just get that feel like playing against older dudes, and then I can just go to like a school I get offered by. But yeah, I mean, I think it's a good route. If you take advantage of it.
Yeah.
Some people you can really go there and just fuck off for 2 years and you're just done. If you take advantage of it and you put work in and you really like get at it, yeah. But if you just go in there just to like nonchalant, just be cool about the shit, you might as well just stop playing. I mean, not stop playing, but if you just want to go and just have fun for 2 years and just like I just want to stretch this 2 years out because I just want to keep playing, that's fine. But
it seems like if you just like you just said. You take advantage of that shit, it seems like it could be hella beneficial if you're playing against like older cats, playing against 30-year-old dude that feel me, just got out of prison. That's not funny.
On my team, yeah, shout out to Q. Q was cool though. Q was an African dude, like super nice dude.
That's just
30.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's amazing. The other thing, the one I don't really have much to say after this, and we low key losing light. It's our first episode. We don't know how the lighting's gonna come out. I'm just keeping it a buck. I mean, really keeping it really honest over here on our first video episode. Was in the documentary, it was like basically the point of like, which I thought was interesting, was like how everybody's 6'2", bro. Everybody's 6'2", and everybody's good. So you're 6'2" and you're good and you're a guard. You got way more competition than if you're fucking 6'9" and you're like decent. So it's like you might be 6'9", 6'10", and like you might get a shot. Like they might get a shot over you, even though like you're way better than that 6'9", 6'10" cat, but he's 6'9", 6'10". Like, you think that's true?
Yeah, I mean, it's just.
And what did you say, like the Bay Area?
I mean, just in general, like you're not really gonna find too many people who exceed like the height of like who are that tall. So I mean. You're just gonna like obviously they just have an advantage. Plus, if there's so many people in like the 6'1", 6'2", 6 foot pool, and there's only a select few in the 6'8" to 6'11" pool, obviously they have more of a shot to get. Like,
it's just odds.
Right. So I mean, it's just more competition because you're just competing against more people.
Mm-hmm.
You're competing against more people at your position. I mean, there's a lot of centers and stuff like that. Like in the Bay or at JUCO, but your average like center or whatever would probably be 6'4", 6'5". So if you just out of nowhere just get that 6'10", 6'11", it's like I'm gonna take 6'11", bro, over 6'5", bro. That should probably be on the wing, anyways. So, yeah.
I feel that.
I mean, plus, like I was saying, in the Bay or just Cali in general, like you just be having a lot of guards. It's just guards.
Kiwi Gardner.
Yeah, so it's just like a lot of guards.
Shout out Kiwi, bro.
You don't really be seeing footers.
Kiwi was tiny though, wasn't
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Crazy.
yeah, so I was like, you said it.
So that was the episode. Just talking about like hoop and shit, Jucos. But no, the two other things I was gonna say is are related. Who got the best jumper, bro?
What you mean?
T-Mac, Melo, KD.
KD.
That's what they said online as well. I would say like Melo though, like
No. It's not. I don't even think it should be a question. Like it's not like I don't.
T-Mac. As much as I love T-Mac, and my old head ass would be like T-Mac, bro. Like it's not T-Mac, but
I would take a prime T-Mac jumper over Melo.
I mean, in a jumper, you talk about there's a lot to a jumper.
Correct.
The pull up, the jabs, like Melo though with the triple threat. I mean, KD as well.
Yeah, cool triple threat. I just don't think you really understand what T-Mac was on.
Or like the turnaround jumper.
Again, I don't think you really understand what T-Mac was on.
No, I'm talking about KD. I don't think I ever see. Does KD do turnaround jumpers?
KD's like, bro, it's not even a contest. If that was good, KD's won.
Yeah, I mean,
Melo's not pulling up from 30s.
We probably do and KD's his height. So,
KD has one of the smoothest jumpers you'll ever see.
Yeah, we may put that pull up there too. See what they say. And then the other thing was, I never know what like song to play for the intro. So like today, like I was like, all right, well, Shock G for sure, just because he put me rest in peace. But I was thinking like, bro, we talking about hoop, like maybe I'll play that fucking Dame Dollar song. And then that was gonna be one of my questions. Like, you think Dame got bars, or do you like not even listen to Cat?
Yeah, no, I think Dame has bars for sure.
I think he's got bars for like a not even for a hooper. He just got bars, but it's like nobody like you don't know anybody else that hoops really or like.
Have you trying to rap?
Yeah,
I
like,
mean, Zoe trying to rap.
Oh yeah, Lonzo.
I don't think Lonzo's trash.
Marvin Bagley.
I think Marvin Bagley's weak.
Yeah, I did too.
I think Iman Shumpert is weak.
Nah, I fuck with Shump, bro. Shump and Tiana Taylor, bro. Like,
I'm not talking about his
I know, but
I'm just talking about like, what you're doing on the mic. I don't think Iman Shumpert is good.
I think he's like alright, bro. I think he's got like some good like artistic shit. And then like Shaq though.
I don't like Shaq. Just in terms of like the shit, like he's a brilliant like mind, but just like his rap type shit.
Oh, I like there's some songs like that he has like I think it's Straight Playing. It's an old ass song, but I fuck with it because it's like on some West Coast shit. You feel me? I'll be fucking with that. But yeah, that's basically the episode. Oh, you talking about the like any misconceptions or whatever?
Yeah.
For
you.
For that, and the only thing I would say though is like before I talk to you about this is like I always like looked at Jucos as like, oh yeah, like you go to Juco like you're low key like trash.
Right.
Like that's what I always thought, and I'm just keep being honest. Like I'm like, well, you couldn't make it into the university, so.
Bro got drafted this past year out of Juco.
For real?
Chase, bro.
Damn. See, you guys, but that's like literally a misconception. Like I didn't know.
Yeah.
It's not out of me. Excuse me, being an asshole. It's me being like, bro, it's a junior college. Like probably weren't as good.
Yeah, no,
that's not the case though.
A lot of it's like grades too, because like a lot of dudes just don't make grades to where you can actually leave and go. So you gotta go Juco unless you want to stop playing.
Yeah.
So a lot of it's just grades, but you'll see a lot of like if you go to actual like known Jucos like SF City or whatever, if you go to some of those games, like it's as good as a D1 game because all of them are going D1.
I think I seen that shit online. It said some shit about when I was like looking up shit. It was like, bro, like some JUCOs, like most JUCOs are like better than D2. Like to keep it a buck, like
City, bro. When I went to Lospo, my first year, that's when they had like Trevor Dunbar, Sean was on that team. They just had everybody that was there was going D1. Like their worst player on the team who wouldn't get any minutes went to Tulsa. So I mean, like they were beating some D1s. It's just a lot of them didn't have grades. So it's not like, oh, you're weak. It's just you got to go to the right. Like if you go to LMC or DVC or just some weird shit, then okay, like I guess. But like if you go to some of those top JUCOs, it's full of the rosters are D1, and they're probably fucking up some D1s. Yeah,
that's mainly it's a misconception. It's not they not trash over there, but it's just
it probably something happened to where it's like exactly. I gotta go JUCO for a year and then I'm gonna be out and I might do one.
Just check out Last Chance U, bro. You as well though, bro. You gotta check that shit out.
I don't know, bro.
You watching this shit, bro? Oh, you don't like my my voice?
Nah, so I be like planning on watching some shit on Netflix.
Yeah.
What?
Can I see your phone?
Yeah, bro.
What you be watching? I'm just trying to see what time it is.
7:01. I be planning on like watching stuff on Netflix, like on my days off, and then I just don't do it. I just never do it, bro.
I be doing that.
So
I be doing that.
I'll think about it. I mean, I still got one more day off. I'm off tomorrow, but
That's what's up.
I got some rules 2 days a week. So
I don't like that at all.
I don't know, bruh.
If you stuck with us this long, you made it through our first video episode. Can I see your phone? It's fine. I'm not. Yes. Yeah, there we go. You feel me? So appreciate y'all just like sticking with us. You feel me? Let us know what we fucked up on, what looked good, what didn't.
Yeah, just
and
what you guys liked and what you guys didn't like.
This is a chill episode too, so it's not like it's like one of our best episodes. You feel me? So it's like I'm sure in the future we're gonna have
next week is probably gonna be when we get back to like that heavy stuff. Because the past maybe 2 or 3 weeks we've been kind of light or whatever. Because I mean, you really gotta think about it. Like if you're talking about heavy stuff every week, it kind of weighs on you. Honestly, if you're talking about
y'all probably like bruh.
Yeah.
Like, I be making jokes and it's like the actual shit's nothing to joke about, but I be making jokes like, oh yep, it's Saturday, like or whatever, like oh like I just wake up just gonna talk about racism with Aaron. Like
right,
it's
so,
cool, but it's like bruh, like we still are just
if you talk about it too much, it kind of weighs on. So like if you're talking about like the whole George Floyd thing, the Dante Ray thing, you're just talking about things that are like constant, like bad things. It's just like, I mean, we're human, so it's kind of like, damn, bro, like, the fuck. So
yeah, and everybody knows what's going on, like for the most part.
So yeah, these past 2 or 3 weeks we've just been on some like extremely light shit. Probably gonna get back to talking to more like topics relating to social injustice and things like that next week.
Sure. But look out for us, bro, on YouTube. Obviously, follow us on IG, Dumbest in the Room Pod.
We don't need to shout out Twitter no more, honestly. You can follow me on Twitter though. I be having it lit. Nah, I don't. You just started tweeting again. I come and go.
You just started tweeting again like 3 days ago.
I might go back to my old account.
You got a burner too?
No, it's not a burner. It was my high school one. Bro, I lost so many followers on that, bro.
You need to hop back on IG with your ass. That's what you need to do. Do that you haven't posted in 5 years. Yeah. Like last picture is like a little picture of you, like a baby or some shit. A little dumbass picture of you as a baby.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, so it's been like maybe 5, 6 years. But
you can follow me on IG at You Feel Me. Follow him at, was it? Not on IG, on Twitter, the Airplane Mode or some shit.
Airplane Mode 96.
Because he's got hops. But yeah, appreciate y'all tuning in, you feel me? And just look out for us next week and let us know, you feel me, what it was, what it is, what it ain't. Feel me? Rest in peace, Shock G. Rest in peace, Terrence Clark. Feel me? Your homie. What's his name? DJ?
Yeah, DJ Kennedy.
DJ Kennedy. Feel me? No disrespect. I just didn't want to mess up his name. But yeah, as always, this is the Dumbest in the Room podcast. Baby. Let me get some.
I'm not giving you any.
That's why I asked for your phone. That's why it was like hella awkward. I was like, I don't know if you forgot. I wasn't even gonna ask too, and then I was like, fuck.